Hello, everybody. I don't know if you've noticed the new little countdown that we've had for the last couple of shows. Makes it so much nicer. How's everyone been? It's only been a couple of days since we last saw you. Tell us what you've been up to and what you've been up to. Today I went to work and I actually spent a lot of my time at work emptying out the shed, which makes me feel great, getting rid of rubbish that's not even mine. It was great. So tonight we've got a show. We're going to have a chat to Susan Muranty in a moment. She's coming to join us before we go live again with Kicks at 7. So make sure you stay tuned for that this afternoon. And again, we've got another show on Wednesday. So we'll be back a couple of times through the week. So keep your eye on the page because you'll see the ads come up in the times because the times will change a little bit trying to fit around other people's live streams. We might welcome Susan into the room.
Hi, Danny. How are you?
I'm good. How are you going?
Really, really well, thank you. And thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you for coming back and trusting me again.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's delightful to be back. I feel at home.
Oh, good. Not too scary.
No, not too scary. No, I don't know if there's something you want to tell me that's scary.
Oh, well, we like to keep our surprises up our sleeves.
Fair enough. Keep you guessing.
So I know you've got a new single and that's what we're here to talk about, but tell us what you've been doing since we last seen you.
Oh, gosh. Well, I have been making lots of new music, getting music produced, getting ready to launch an album at the end of this year or the beginning of next, maybe. Still working that out. Getting all the ducks in a row, lining them all up so that I can get this music out to the world. And, that's been, music and family has been my life, I think, for the last few months.
Yes. Well, we were just talking earlier, how COVID has changed so many things. What do you think the most positive thing you've got out of COVID has been?
Oh, gosh. Do you know, I've got so many positive things out of this, really. Like, it's terrible what's been going on in the world, of course. But I just love the sense of oneness and unity that we're all getting, even though we're being torn apart in a sense. We can't touch each other. We can't be close to each other, even our dear friends and families sometimes, the older members of our family. We're getting a sense again of our own humanity, I think, and our connectedness. And we're also appreciating the little things like that. The unity is the macro kind of way of looking at it, but all the precious little things like just being with family and friends and having a lovely dinner together and not thinking about how many people are going and, staying distanced from people and not being able to hug them. I mean, how precious and beautiful is a hug, hey?
I know. Yes, yeah. And we took it for granted before. We really did.
Oh, why did we do that? We should have known. But
we should have known. But now we do. Exactly right.
Yeah.
I think for me, as I said, there's lots of positives, but I think one of the things that I've noticed is how creative people are becoming.
Absolutely.
It's incredible what you're saying. Yeah.
I have as well, certainly with all my friends, my music friends, and even people who are non-musical as well. I think people have rediscovered a little bit of time in their lives and they're going at a slower pace. They don't want to, but that slower kind of sometimes it can be like a plodding pace is where real creativity comes from. That being able to stop and smell the roses and, really appreciate the blue in the sky and, the rolling of waves by the beach. That's where ideas come from. That's where the pulse of creating new things is born. And we all have access to that if we want to. Yeah.
And now, as you said, like we've slowed down because we've been forced to slow down. So it's giving us a chance to have a rest because these days you don't have the time to have the rest and slow down and stop. And it's given people the chance to do that. But now they've had that chance to rest and get to that level. Now they're starting to, as I said, become more creative. They're noticing those little things. They're noticing those.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think 12 months' time, it will be interesting, or 2 years' time even, to see how much benefit we've taken out of this. I think it'll be.
I have a theory it will take about 2 years, because I know from myself, like, the creative process can be incredibly quick. You can have it down in 5 minutes sometimes, but it takes a lot longer after that, many weeks, months, occasionally years, to develop that beautiful piece of inspiration and polish it and make it the beautiful diamond that it should be. So I think I have a theory, in about 2022 or 23, we will see an amazing renaissance of art and music, and that will be our reward for all that we're going through now. One of them.
Absolutely. I agree. Now, we've got some people popping into the room. We've got Troy Denham. He's popped in to say hello. Kayleen has popped in and said good evening. She's in Melbourne. How's things in Melbourne going, Kayleen? Let us know. And Gail O'Neill has popped in and said good evening, ladies. So I reckon Dave's there as well.
And Troy and Kayleen. It was Kayleen?
Kayleen, yes.
To everybody. So lovely to be connected. See, this is it. It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is. It's absolutely lovely. Guys, while you're there, type in the comments what the most positive thing you guys have got out of COVID, and what's something that you hadn't thought about before. I think it'd be interesting to see what everybody's thinking. It's so good. Now, you've had a pretty
interesting
bit of time. You've got a lovely song that you've released, and I guess
Thank you.
So tell us, obviously you haven't just written this, tell us when you wrote it and what inspired you to write this song.
Well, I wrote this actually towards the end of 2018, like right at the very end, just before Christmas. It was the week of Thanksgiving, actually. My very first American Thanksgiving. I had gone over to Los Angeles to receive a Hollywood Music and Media Award for the lyrics to another song I wrote called Stephen Hawking Wants You To. So I was very lucky I won that. It was all very exciting. I went over there, spent some time with friends, went to Nashville. And the week of Thanksgiving, like virtually, like it was the day after, I think, or it might have been the day before, I'd never been to a Thanksgiving, and it was an amazing experience. I got together with my friend Bob Britt, and Bob, now a member of Bob Dylan's band, although he wasn't at that time. And he's a Grammy winner as well, 2020 Grammy winner. And we sat down together and wrote this little song. And we knew it was special as soon as it kind of fell from the sky into our laps. Like, I had the lyrics all ready, and Bob just loved them straight away. Bob is a very well-known guitarist in the US, and kind of like he's a guitarist, if you like. Like that, all guitarists know how good he is. And he just sort of sat there and strummed it out, and it was just there. It was beautiful. We both knew it was special. We were really excited. So then, of course, I brought it back. Christmas happens and all those things. And I took it to Matt Bell, who is a golden guitarist and an extremely well-known country producer in Australia. He loved the song, and he took it and he just wove magic around it, like just absolutely beautiful. And he gave it that kind of what I call a firefly feel. Like, I've got a line about fireflies in the lyrics, and just kind of, evoking that kind of summer romance, that kind of landscape. And he put that kind of glittering magic into the track, and I think it makes it very, very, very special. So I spent, I was developing a lot of other music as well last year. So my timing was quite lucky. I spent a bit of time doing that, and here it is. It's ready to release to the world. And, it's been released to the world. So you did ask me, Danny, that's the story of the song.
Yes. I love hearing those background stories, because it gives more meaning and more feeling to the songs. But I don't actually know if we said the title. It's Some Loving Left to Do is the title of the song. So if you haven't already heard it, when we finish here, jump over and have a listen, because it is it's amazing.
Oh,
When I,
thank you.
when I listen to your music, and I listen to a lot of music because that's what we all do now, especially in COVID.
Respect.
But it's I love so much music, but with yours, it just takes you to another place. It's just something. It's just got a lovely feel. Just I don't know. It's just I always feel good listening to your music. It's lovely.
Oh, Jenny, thank you. Like I love that. That is exactly what I want people to feel when they listen to my music. You know, it doesn't have to be the biggest commercial pop sensation on earth, but I really want to connect with people's hearts, and I really want them to go away, if you like, from their troubles and their heartache and go to another place. So
And that's what music should do. I think that's why I suppose that's why growing up music has meant so much to me, and hopefully it does to everybody that's listening. And I think, you know, especially at this time, is that the reason, is COVID and the things that everybody in the world's going through one of the reasons that you chose to release the songs now? Was this song now, or is there a reason that you chose to do it?
Look, I had always intended to release songs this year, oddly enough. And I was geared up to do that. So I just powered ahead and did it. I really sat down and had a thought back in the early part of the year. I thought once COVID was hitting, I thought, should I really be doing this? Is this appropriate? You know, should I be trying to push music out there and get people to listen to it? And I sat with it for a few days. And I thought, my God, yes, I should be, because people need music. I thought it's my little contribution. It's not much. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm not a firefighter. I'm not any of the people that we now know are really important in the world. I'm just a singer and I'm just a songwriter. But if I can just give people a couple of minutes of freedom from or relief from their troubles, then that's what I need to do.
Absolutely. I think that's right. I think there's no such thing as just a songwriter or just a singer. You have the power to take people to that place. Music has that healing power. So, and that's something that we all need.
But having said all of that too, that I realized that this particular song should come out now, because it's all about loving, in the sense of loving in the moment, like just being lost in the moment. It's about, you know, two lovers maybe reuniting or maybe getting together to deal with unfinished business, and realizing that what's important is how you feel now and the truth of that, and just being at one with each other and at one with the universe and nature around you, and just allowing that feeling to take you, if it's a good feeling, to take you where it needs to take you.
Yes.
So in that sense, it's, you know, appropriate, I think, for now.
Yeah. Now, the upcoming album that you're hoping to release either later in the year or early next year, tell us a bit about it. Have you finished writing for it? Have you finished recording?
I have, although you never know. That's the thing with albums. There's always space. You think it's done and dusted and you've designed this beautiful architectural house for your songs, but you always leave a window or a door open for something else to fly in. And I feel that while I think I have finished it, I think there's probably another song, you know, because, I mean, I've changed so much this year as well. We all have. You know, we're all quite different people to who we were a year ago, I think. Exactly. So, there'll be, but it's in its broad sense, it's absolutely there, and it's full from my point of view. Like as an artist, I feel that. So I'm looking forward to sharing it with everybody.
Very exciting. Will there be a few more singles before an album?
Definitely. I'm sticking to my 2020 plan. And there will be another single in a few months' time, but I want people to really enjoy this one first.
Yes,
really sit with this one and get swept away by it, and I'll be a very happy woman if they do that.
I think you're going to be very lucky. I think people will definitely be like that. Margaret has said that you're amazing, Susan. If I put that on the screen, can you see that?
Yes, I can. Oh, Margaret, so are you. Thank you. I love Margaret. That's beautiful. Thank you. I kiss for you, Margaret.
And Troy said to our question, what some of the positives that he's come through with COVID, he said, is learning how great Australian country music is. And that is
wow.
That's
so true, Troy. And thank you for saying that, because I think it is true. I think we're all appreciating ourselves a lot more, aren't we?
Absolutely. And I think people are learning what we have in our hometowns. Like, these people, we can see them live. We don't have to travel halfway across the world to support.
Exactly. Exactly. Isn't it going to be interesting how music festivals might change in the future? Once everything's settled down, we might be fancying our homegrown stuff all over again. So
absolutely.
I think that's exciting. That's not a negative at all. That's a real positive.
Definitely a real positive. And Kayleen's put a big comment. Don't know if I can see the whole comment. Let's see if it'll come up on the screen. She said, life in Melbourne is restrictive at the moment, but I would have to say that COVID has in some ways made the world a smaller place. I have done a phenomenal amount of line dancing online.
Oh, cool.
When you're with people online, that is amazing. Oh, dear. That is fantastic.
That is great. Line dancing is a great way to spend lockdown.
Absolutely. And she said that you don't have to travel to do that, and you can do that from home now. How fantastic.
Yeah, it's great exercise, lifts your mood, perfect for Zoom culture, I would think.
Yes. So, well, again, that creativity of how, we're not going to let it stop us. How are we going to make this work? And they have. So that is amazing.
That's fantastic, Eileen. Well done. And you've given me an idea now. I want to do it. That sounds great.
Do you normally line dance?
Not normally, no, but I have been drawn to it, and I'm fascinated by it. I'm kind of I was mesmerized by it when it first sort of started to become a bit of a thing, I just think it's amazing, like the energy in it and the way people move together, it's joyful kind of togetherness. So it's on my bucket list to become a proficient dancer.
Yeah, I was going to say I'd like to be able to do it and actually do it, because I watch people and I think, how do they remember the next move?
Well, I'll let you know.
You can teach me. That'll be right.
Maybe we should ask Kayleen. We'll get the lowdown from Kayleen.
We might get onto one of her online classes and give it a go, but we should probably film it, because we might be the bloopers of that.
That's okay. That's all right.
I'm happy to do that. Oh, dear. So again, tell us where people can get this single, so that people know that. Well, actually, and your last single. Tell us where people can find your music.
Oh, well, all of my music is available on Spotify and also on iTunes if you feel like buying and downloading, Google Play and Apple Music, on all the major streaming and downloading platforms. And also, if you come over to Facebook and Instagram, I'm on both of those social media platforms. I'd love to see you over there. That would be fantastic. Susan Muranty Music and Art. So please come and visit me there. And my new video actually comes out next Monday. So if people would like to come over and have a look at that when it's launched, I would love to see you over there.
Are you going to do a video premiere on Facebook and YouTube? So people,
Absolutely.
If they head over there and like the page and follow it, it should give them a notification when you're premiering, so they'll be able to enjoy. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, for sure. That would be great. I'm not sure exactly what time it will be released on Monday the 17th, but all will be revealed in the next couple of days. So as you said, if you come and like my page, you'll find out exactly what time it will be released. And that'd be so fun to be at the watch party with everybody.
Absolutely. That would be amazing. Well, I can't believe it's been 20 minutes already. It goes so quick when we do shows. Too quick.
Amazing. It's too much fun, Danny. You're too much fun. There you go.
I paid her to say that. Yes. There are line dancing classes all over Australia. Join one. Great way to make new friends too. That's true, Kayleen. That's very true, actually. It'll be lots of fun. Well, again, before we go, head over to Susan's pages and give them a like and follow. Make sure that you're there for the video clip launch. And after the show, go over to Spotify and or iTunes and download the song if you haven't already. I would say most people probably have. So
I hope so.
I hope so too. I'm sure they have. Well, thank you so much for joining us again.
Thank you.
I'm sure we'll have a chat to you before the year's out. If there's another single to come and an album, I'm sure we will have a chat to you very soon.
That would be delightful.
Keep in touch and let us know what's going on. And when you get some gigs, let us know so we can all come and watch.
Absolutely. Remember gigs, aren't they fantastic?
Remember that word? Yeah.
I'm determined to get out there and be doing gigs, so you will be hearing from me. And in the meantime, I look forward to seeing everybody on August the 17th over at my Facebook page for the watch party. And thank you so much for having me on the show. I love talking to you. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, have a good night, guys, and we'll see you next time.
See you guys. Bye.